Hello, welcome back to Hacienda Homestead. I'm Jenna, and tomorrow we are going to be having some friends over, and one of them has a dairy allergy to milk. Like he can have eggs, but he can't have milk and other things. So I'm going to make some dairy-free chocolate chip cookies, and I'm also going to be making a blueberry coffee cake that is dairy-free. Now, I've made these cookies before and they're really good. My kids loved them, and we're not necessarily allergic to anything, but I've made them before and they're really good. So I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make the cookies again and then the blueberry coffee cake. That way, if the coffee cake doesn't turn out too well, we at least know we have some good cookies. So I have my mixing bowl out here, and I'm going to start by whisking together my flour, one and 1/3 cup of flour, two teaspoons of cornstarch, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to whisk this together. I'm going to set it aside. In another bowl, I'm going to add my melted butter, and this is 8 tablespoons of plant-based butter, so it's dairy-free. Brown sugar, three-fourths a cup of brown sugar, and it calls for light brown sugar, but I made it with dark brown sugar the last time and it was fine. There we go. May need a little bit more. There we go. Combine that, and then I'm going to add 1 egg. Got that mixed well, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball that. And I'm going to slowly fold in my dry ingredients. And I'm doing this in a little mixing bowl that I have because I know that it has a lid, and I'm not going to cook these today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to cook them, but this way it can I can put it in my refrigerator with the lid on, and tomorrow I can bake them up. Okay, this is what my dough looks like. It is a little wet dough. And so now I'm going to add a cup of allergen-free chocolate chips. So that was quick and easy. And I've got one dessert already ready for the oven for tomorrow. This is what it looks like. And tomorrow when I bake them up, I will show you the finished product. Hi, welcome back. Today I am going to make my dairy-free blueberry coffee cake. Never made one of these. I have my recipe right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is in a bowl, I'm going to combine my flour, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. So it calls for 2 cups of flour. Two teaspoons of baking soda. A teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Maybe a little bit more than half a teaspoon. And half a teaspoon of salt. I'm running low on salt. I'm just going to eyeball the salt. That's good enough. And we're going to stir it and set it aside. Okay. Now in a large bowl, we're going to melt the coconut oil. One. Two. Okay, I'm just going to put that in the microwave. I have my melted coconut oil. Whisk in coconut milk. I need 1 cup of coconut milk. I have never cooked with coconut milk. 1 cup of coconut milk. Half a cup of sugar, and a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. So I just happen to have unsweetened applesauce in these little cups, so I'm just gonna, that was almost, gonna have to open another one. Calls for 2 eggs. Like I mentioned earlier, our friend has a milk or dairy allergy, but not to eggs, so he can have eggs. And then vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to whisk this together. Smells really good. The vanilla and the coconut milk and the coconut oil. Okay, now I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients. It says to gently fold in frozen blueberries. Well, when I was making my list for the store, I failed to notice it said frozen blueberries and I got fresh blueberries. So it calls for 1.5 cups. So I'm hoping that fresh blueberries will be okay. We'll know. We'll find out together if it's not. Okay, there's 1 cup and 1/2. And we're just going to gently fold these in. And I have a 9-inch round pan with a parchment paper that I've cut out for the bottom, but it says to also spray your pan really good. Y'all know I have issues with everything under the sun sticking, so I'm definitely going to spray it really well. Okay, and I'm going to pour my batter into my baking dish. This is what it looks like. Okay, and it says evenly sprinkle the top of my mixture with cinnamon and sugar. So I keep cinnamon and sugar on hand for when we want cinnamon toast or French toast. So I'm just going to sprinkle the top. And I'm going to put it in an oven that's been preheated for 375 and let it bake for 30 to 40 minutes or until my toothpick comes out clean. So this is what it looks like. And I'll put it in the oven. My cake has cooled and I put it on just a glass platter. Unfortunately, all my platters, I've realized, are Christmas. I don't have any just everyday glass platters. So underneath this cake are Christmas carolers, but nobody has to know that, I don't guess. So to 1/2 cup of coconut milk, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And this is gonna make our glaze. Now I'm just going to drizzle it over my cake. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use just a little bit. So here it is. I don't want to cut into it before my guests arrive, so I will try to check back in later tonight and tell you what it tastes like. I made up all the chocolate chip cookies, and as you can see, they don't spread. So if you want a larger cookie, you'll want to make your dough balls larger before you put them in the oven. So, but they're nice size. and I will have one of these. They are more of a cake-like cookie, but I've made these before. My kids love, everybody loves them, and they don't even know they're dairy-free. So they're really good. I hope you liked these recipes. I know it's kind of out of the ordinary because I don't normally cook dairy-free or allergen-free, but perhaps maybe somebody you know does have an allergy to something, and maybe these recipes will help you. So I'll see you next time. Hi, I wanted to show you the blueberry coffee cake. Obviously, we've already cut into it. It was really good. You could not even tell that it was dairy-free. And it was really moist, which was, it kind of surprised me. And maybe it shouldn't have, but it did. So I have myself a piece here. It's so good. It's real light. And you can taste the cinnamon. It's not overly sweet. Like it would be great with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. So I think this recipe is a keeper.